Welcome to our group project for Module 5. The industry brief we have chosen is in the context of sustainable smart cities and connected communities, create a solution that will help our clients reduce their greenhouse gas emissions. Firstly, we need to create a group charter. Here we created our mission and objectives to create a solution to reduce greenhouse gases, to creating an engaging presentation and to work effectively as a team working virtually. The constraints of this project is timing of meetings and us only working virtually as everyone had other commitments and we found it hard to schedule some meetings. In order to collaborate effectively, we set up a WhatsApp group to communicate, Zoom to host meetings, Slack to share files and resources, and Google Suite to make the files more accessible to everyone. By the end of the project, we would have a clear and concise presentation in order to deliver our solution to clients. Our customers are Volkswagen electric car manufacturers and users in Berlin and the German central and local government. After learning more about CGI and their customers, we used market segmentation in order to create a much smaller and specific customer base. We did this by using market segmentation, focusing on geographical and firmographic segmentation. By doing this, we identified that Berlin was ranked 38th place on the Smart Meter Index 2020, but dropped to 50th place within a year. Knowing the amount of road congestion and air pollution concerns in Berlin, we then chose to focus on the transport industry, in which CGI also has a customer base. Through research, we identified that Volkswagen was the best-selling car brand and the largest car manufacturer in Germany in 2021. Volkswagen also manufactures electric cars, which have seen a sharp increase in sales. By focusing on Volkswagen electric cars, we narrowed down the customer base whilst increasing the use of our product, which is smart meters, due to the large use and popularity of the car brand. Using smart meters, we can make charging electric vehicles cheaper and greener, as consumers will have greater control over their energy use, save money and reduce their emissions and carbon footprint. Having identified a specific location and industry brand, we thought that our idea could use some funding or partnership help from the German central and local government. This could be possible due to the German government's investment in the electric car industry. It has also been reported that Germany will provide 5.5 billion euros of funding for electric car charging infrastructure. By partnering with the government, it will help them to reach our nation's climate goals set out by the European Commission and help us to fund the use of smart meters in electric cars. We need to know the message can spread across audience in Berlin about climate change related issues and what can be done to tackle these issues, as we are committing to achieving net zero carbon emissions by 2030. The purpose is to transform Berlin into a smart city by reducing carbon footprint. We would engage with consumers through different platforms to build their interest. Creating awareness and introducing smart meter to electric vehicle users and show how they can help to reduce their carbon footprint by optimizing energy consumption. Uses of different social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook will help to spread the message to people based in Berlin. People would want to know how they could be benefited by upgrading to smart meter, so they would be articles and blogs about smart meters and the benefits for consumers, such as saving money on energy bills, having control over their energy use, and looking after their budget. In terms of gamification, this will help to enhance engagement through point-based reward system. For example, for instance, online application will be used for recording emissions. If they're on track to decrease emissions by 100% on the streak of a monthly basis, they will be rewarded with points, which will encourage them to keep going and also stimulate competition through leaderboards. This is our value proposition. Our customers will need to consciously make eco-friendly decisions by using our solution. They will also need to track their energy usage, ensuring they are not overcharging and contributing to the wider goal of reducing greenhouse gas emissions and conserving energy. Here is a brief image of our business plan, which will be explained in detail in the next slide. At a glance, our CGI operates in acquiring technology and distributing it to clients in different industries, we have decided as a group to focus on smart meters as a futuristic technology that can be used in the car industry. Our city of choice, Berlin, lacks in terms of its adoption of greener technology. Hence, we have decided to target car manufacturers in Berlin who are heavily invested in electric vehicles, as shown in our client base. Next, we are targeting central and local governments in Germany who have past history of subsidizing green-related futuristic technology in hopes of acquiring grants and subsidies. We have two priorities key customer segments. The first is German car manufacturers in Berlin. Since our adoption of smart meters technology is focused on cars, we believe that targeting car manufacturers with heavy stakes in electric vehicles would be a smart option. Next, we are focusing on central and local governments who have in recent years invested huge chunks of subsidies in electric vehicles. Hence, we created a potential partnership. Berlin ranks 50th in Smart City Index. So over the last year, it's dropped 12 places, which raised a great deal of concern when it comes to sustainability. A significant cause for this problem is carbon emissions deriving from non-electric cars. We have developed two unique value propositions. The first is that the adoption of smart meters will significantly reduce the cost for car manufacturers and consumers. For example, smart charging as part of our smart meter technology will optimize energy consumption, whether it's electric or gas charged. The second value is that the decrease in energy consumption will have this significant benefits towards reduction in carbon emissions, which in turn will help governments meet Paris agreed goals. Our solution is the adoption of smart meters, which will play a key role in optimizing energy consumption. As mentioned before, the smart meter contains features such as smart charging, which will alert customers when they are over or undercharging. In terms of channels, we are focusing on car manufacturers with large cash flows and investments in electric vehicles. We want to reach car manufacturers who have innovative in their sustainability plans, and Volkswagen fits this goal. Volkswagen in 2020 has pledged to spend 73 billion in future technologies. Our two main sources of revenue streams will be the sale of the smart meter softwares to car manufacturers and government subsidies. The German government has announced its plan to continue subsidizing the use of electric vehicles till 2025, and we believe our technology fits their goals. Our key metrics will be kept simple. First, it's reduction in carbon emissions in Berlin, revenue from the sales of smart meter technology, cost profit margins, and smart city index. Our minimal viable product is the installation of smart meters in electric vehicles that can be assessed and analysed via a mobile application for ease and convenience. This will allow users to track their energy usage and make eco-friendly decisions to conserve energy. This addresses the concerns of energy consumptions and encourages sustainable living in a cost-effective manner. This also aids governments in tracking energy usage and collecting data, contributing to energy reduction targets. The app will be connected to the smart meter and outline how much energy the user consumes on a daily, monthly, and yearly basis. The app will also allow for governments to view user energy consumptions on an anonymous basis to consider how energy is used to aid in reaching targets. The user story outlined here follows a driver, a frequent user of the product, and 1/3 of its target audience. As outlined, the user will use a product for several reasons, and the product will make achieving sustainability much easier for this audience, as an awareness of their consumption is vital to incite change. So as the slide reads, as a frequent driver, I want to be able to track how much energy my vehicle is using so that I can minimize my usage where possible. As a frequent user, I want to be able to be aware of the impact on reaching a sustainability target so that I can play my part in achieving a greener city. As a frequent driver, I want to have easy access to this information so that utilizing it will not be inconvenient. This outlines the user story of car manufacturers. Installation of the smart meter will ensure that company is involved in sustainability conversions and will give them an edge on the market, as sustainability is increasingly emerging as a key component in the manufacturing of corporations and will be more so in the future. The implementation of the smart meter in their products will encourage users to buy as eco-friendly products are sought after in today's market, and this will only expand as greener living becomes the ideal standard. The function and app will also encourage users to be more involved in sustainable living, creating a flow of contribution and improvement between the consumers and the producers. So as the slide reads, as a car manufacturer, I want to ensure that my vehicle are playing a part in going green so that the future of my company is one that is sustainable. I want my vehicle to be included in the sustainability conversion so that more consumers will be encouraged to purchase my vehicles. I want to encourage my consumers to live sustainably so that our collective efforts ensure a greener, more sustainable city. This user story outlines government bodies who will also benefit from the implementation of our products. Through collection of user data anonymously, governmental bodies will be able to track energy consumption and usage in order to take purposive and practical approaches to achieving their sustainability targets. So as the slide reads, as a government body, I want to be able to easily access energy use amongst drivers so that I can tailor our actions to achieve our energy reduction targets based on the data. I want to encourage users to track their energy consumptions so that they can aid in reaching energy reduction targets on an individual level. Our product contributes to a spectrum of bodies: the user, the manufacturer, and the policy maker, interchangeably contributing to each other and collaborating to achieve a greener and more sustainable city and world. Lastly, here is everyone's project retrospective. To summarize, everyone believed that we worked well as a team and we can make and agree decisions effectively as a group, although we all thought that we could use a bit more regular meetings arranged more in advance. Here is our group details. Thank you so much for listening, and I really hope you enjoyed.